Hey guys, in the last video I showed you guys, introduced you to my new, the ultimate DIY scrapbook printable template. Oh, I got some glue on there. So I introduced you to this new template, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use some of the main pages, and it's this gigantic one. It's the biggest one. This is very similar to the custom baby books I used to make. But I'm going to show you how to put together some of these pages, and if you want to see that, then stay tuned. I will put timestamps down in the description box below for different parts of it, because it might be a little lengthy video. So I plan on doing like a series of videos where I show you how to do different aspects, and I show you how to do different bindings. I don't show you how to do this binding in this one, but I will show you how to do it in a smaller version. So if there's anything in particular that you would like to see me do with some of the templates, or if you've seen something in the previous video that I was flipping, whatever you want to see me do, leave me a comment below, and I will try to make a priority list and see how quickly I can get these videos out. So hope you like it, and give me a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. The paper line that I'm using, it's a Christmas paper, believe it or not. It's from Kaiser Craft, and it's called Silver Bells, and I used the the coordinating pack, and then the collection pack. So I also used a stamp set. I don't know how much detail I'm going to get into right now during this video. I don't have the package, but this is what the stamp set looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to show you how to put together is the main base page, and that is page 1 and page 2. Page 2 has the 2 flaps on it, so that attaches to the main base page A. I guess A and B, not 1 and 2. But pages 1 and 2, but A and B, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe you know what I mean. I don't know. So I went ahead and trimmed them out, and I've scored them. You know how I do with my fun foam mat and my ruler and my bone folder. Just line it up like that and just run it down. Be gentle though, because you don't want to tear through the paper. I've done that quite a few times. And then I've also put some Suquane score tape, double-sided score tape, and it's important to use strong adhesive for this. I have little post-it notes on here so I know which page is which. I'm trying to be prepared. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to attach this down to here. So I'm going to remove my tape. A trick I learned, one of my viewers gave me this tip. I wish I could remember who, but you know, that's pretty strong tape. It's like a one-shot deal. But she said if you use a glue stick over top of it, that it gives you just enough time to place it down. Now you could have just taken the tape off of one side. And this is just Hobby Lobby glue stick, I think. Yeah. So I didn't believe her. I thought, no way. There's no way that's all it takes. But it works. She was right. So thank you, whoever told me that. Thank you. So I'm just going to line the 2 corners up, and then I'm going to line the whole bottom up, and then I'm going to swing it around and do the same thing over there, and it should fit perfectly. And I should probably still pull it apart. I'm not going to, but I probably could. Okay. So I think I'm going to flip this over. This is going to be my top, my front. Oop, I got glue stick on it. That's okay. It's going to be covered. So this is page number 5. Now this has 4 flaps on it. And that way you can choose which ones you want to cut off. If you want it to be a tall pocket, if you want to cut it here, if you want to cut this off, and like I'm doing, to make a side pocket, if you want to cut both off and make, you know, like a huge belly band or whatever, or flat page, anything. It's all in the instruction manual that comes with the template. Look, I'm even leaving myself notes so I don't forget. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to reinforce my folds here. And one of the tricks I like to do when I have a bottom flap so it doesn't get caught as much is attach it to the side flaps so that things don't get caught up in there as much. Okay. Now I am going to take all of these off. And I'm going to use the glue trick again because I need time to center it on there. I was just amazed that it actually worked. I mean, it was just like the best thing ever. So this is going to be my spine. So I'm going to make the pocket, the smaller pocket, I'm going to have it loading this way. So I'm going to, I'm shaking. I'm going to line up my bottom edge all the way down. And it should line up perfectly. And if it's a little off, that's okay. Nobody's going to notice. Okay, so now we have the side pocket. Or not the side pocket, the smaller pocket. And I've been using archival ink to ink up all my edges. I tried to clean it up for you because it was all black on top. I may have made it worse, but it's Jet Black Archival Ink by Ranger. Alright, so all we're doing is we're like building a page. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, now I want to make a flat page. So I'm going to move this aside. Sorry, I have the sniffles today. And what you'll need is two number 5 pages. So you want to cut all 4 off of one page, and then you want to cut just one of the long flaps off of the other page. So this flap here is actually going to go into this side pocket that was formed when we put the main base pages together. Well, and it's going to fold over like this. So before I do that though, I want to attach it to this one. So I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to burnish these down a little bit. And I'm going to remove the tape. Maybe I will do one at a time for this one. So right now it doesn't matter. There is no direction on my paper, so I can just flip it around any which way. You just want to line that up corner to corner, just like that. And then take the tape off of this one. Oops, I forgot about my glue. The one time I don't do it, I bet it would get stuck funny. So let's flip it this way. I like to line it up this way better, where I'm holding the tape end. Alright, so now we have a pocket flat page. Oh, you know what? I did something wrong. There should have been another. Well, shooty doodle. I picked the wrong one. I've got so many cut over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little bit. There should have been another flap here to close this up. I'm going to run another bead of glue. Dang on it. I thought I was all prepared and ready. And I had it in the wrong order. Oh well. Live and learn. That's just Scotch quick dry adhesive. Let me tack that down. Okay. Now I'm going to slide this into, I'm going to put that glue on there first. I'm going to take it, okay, remember this is where the spine's going to be, and this is where the side pocket opening is. So what I want to do is I just want to, it's better to do it this way so you can see the whole thing. Just want to slide it in there. Whoops. Come on. There we go. You want to line it up pretty good. You don't want it to get too snug. I think I already did. Oh, there we go. Good enough. It's a little crooked, but I can fix it. There really are no mistakes when it comes to making this. Okay, so now we've got a fold out flap, pocket, and then the main base that goes into the scrapbook. Alright, so next step I want to do is I want to add a pocket flap over here, just like this one, right there. I normally wouldn't maybe do the repeat over and over and over again, but I want to show you how to do it. So what you will need are, let me move this out of the way. Page number 11, you'll need 2 of them. And to make a pocket flap, this is what you'll have to do. On one of them, you will cut one of the long flaps off and both of the short flaps. And then on the other one, you will only cut one long flap off. This is how you should have done this flap page right here. See, if I'd have left myself a Post-it note, I wouldn't have got myself confused. So, I'm going to show you how to do it. I got my great big paper trimmer. Alright, the first one you want to do is you want to cut one long flap off and both short flaps. And then I'm going to cut this excess off. And then on the other one, you just want to cut off one long flap. Now remember with these templates, they're handmade, so don't trust it to be a straight line, you know, what's that called, squared. Go by the line that's been printed out. That's what you need to line up with your paper trimmer. Sometimes I think it's straight. I think I have, my husband says my level and straight is cockeyed. So, he's right, because it is. Alright, let me move this paper trimmer out of the way. Alright, it's big, but I love the way it folds up like that. So here's what we have. So we got our 2 pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and tab these corners. Another viewer told me to get these scissors. Cutter Bee by EK Tools. Love them, love them, love them. Thank you, viewer, who I don't remember who you are. I need to write these things down, but thank you so very much. It is much appreciated. Alrighty, and I'm going to trim all these tabs off. Our weather alert sirens are going off like a test. Today's the day for that. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Alright, so then we want to score it. Take our ruler and give yourself a good amount of room. This may take a little bit of trial and error to make sure you're getting it right on that line. If not, it's okay. So I got that scored pretty good. Oh, this is a misprint, but you're not gonna be able to see it, so it's okay. And then let's do this one. You can also use your scoreboard and line it up on your scoreboard if you don't want to do it this way. But I just figured, you know, a lot of people have a ruler and a bone folder. They may not have a scoreboard. Plus, I don't want to get my scoreboard out all the time. Okay, so those are both ready. Now I'm going to take some of the, nope, not yet. I am going to go ahead and prep these where I scored it. And then I'm going to ink them. Then I'm going to put the tape on. Again, I'm using archival ink and jet black. Now we want to put the tape on. Let's wait on that one. So we're going to our double-sided sequin. You could use liquid glue if you wanted to. I just don't think that it's as sturdy as you're going to want it to be, because, you know, I used to make those gigantic, massive baby books. They were custom-made baby books, and they were huge. They were about 6 inches wide, or maybe even more. And I made them as sturdy as I possibly could. Okay. So remember you want to flip it over, and you want to fold, you want to attach the bottom piece down to the side flaps there, the bottom flap to the side flap. Okay. Sorry about the sniffle skin. Alrighty. And then take my glue stick. This wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady that told me that wonderful idea. It's just wonderful. Sorry. Alright. I'm going to flip it over. Actually, I'm going to, because I don't want to go over that score mark. Whoa. To go over that score mark there. I don't know why I'm shaky today. Look at me. I'm like all over the place. Okay. Got that. Did I ink that one? Yeah. I'm off just a hair, but I'm going to go ahead and ink what I think I'm off. You know, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. Alright, so now I need to put, this is going to go right here. The part where the spine's going to be, this is going to attach there and flip over this way. So I want to put tape right here. And if this video gets to be long, there'll be some timestamps in it, so don't worry about that. You can skip over stuff if you need to. Okay, so now I've got my tape down there, and I'm going to peel the tape off. Put some glue stick on there. This cardstock, this white cardstock that I printed out onto, it wasn't the best choice. I mean, I love it. I love the way it feels. Remember, this is the spine. So I'm going to flip it this way so I can see. Or maybe I'll flip it this way. And it's by Stamp It Up. And it's really nice feeling, but it's too soft. It's too soft for this project. Now, if you want to worry about centering this, you can, you know, get your ruler out and measure it up and all that, but I don't think I'm going to. Just going to do it just like that. Okay, so now we got the small flap, and we got this flap, and we got a pocket here, we got a pocket here, we got a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. That's a lot of pockets. I think I've already printed, yes, I've already printed out the base mats. All of this stuff I'm going to mat with the pattern paper. So, let's see, I think this one goes here. My Post-it note is correct. I might have to cut it down because I had to glue it. Oh, no, there we go. There, that'll work. And then I'm pretty sure this one goes here. Well, okay, just like that. I didn't print out, oh, you know what I am going to do? 2 more things to this one. First thing is, I've printed out another one of those page 11s. I didn't mean to print out the stripes, but that's okay. I'm going to mat it, so it's no big deal. But what I want to do is I want to add a pocket on the inside. So I left all 4 flaps on, and I'm going to add the tape all the way around to all 4 sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 pockets. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and tape the whole thing, and then when I cut it in 2, it'll be ready. They'll both be ready. So I'm going to get my paper trimmer out. I'm not even going to open it up because I'm just going to kind of guess how tall or whatever that I want my pocket. And I'm using the grid lines to match up these lines here so that it's a good and straight cut. Just cut straight down. Now you got 2 pockets. You can attach this one somewhere and you can attach this one like I'm getting ready to do right now. So I'm going to set this aside so that I can use it for another page, or maybe even on this one, you never know. Okay, oh, you know what, I better ink that before I forget. Flip it over, do the same thing again. I sit that down every time like, oh, I'm done with that. I'm out of practice. It's been so long since I've made a video for you guys. It's crazy. I miss you terribly. All right, I want the pocket to go this way, so I'm going to flip around this way. And I'm just going to add it. Oh, I didn't add the glue. Let's hope I got it right. Yep, good enough. That's a Cyndi Lauper song, isn't it? Alright, so now we got a pocket there. Now, you don't have to do all of this. You don't have to make all of these different pockets and flaps and all of that. I'm just showing you how you can build your page. So one more thing I want to do for this is, see, I probably got it a little too close right there because it doesn't want to, I'm probably going to have to use a magnet to hold it down. It's probably what's going to happen. I want to add a flap that comes over like that. And I might do it this way. Yep. So I've already scored everything and inked everything. I just didn't put the tape on it because I didn't know which way I was going to do it. Everything you've seen so far is part of the template, or the printable template. And so far everything's been printed onto white cardstock. Easy, easy. I better use my glue this time. Okay. I'm going to do it this way. I'm trying not to get my head in the way. Match her up. Just like that. So there we have a flap. Oh, I didn't do a very good job. Well, there's another boo-boo. That's okay. You just take your ink, and there'll be an insert in here anyway, so if you're a little off, that is fine, 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 because you won't get to see it. Whoa. Don't throw your ink pad on the floor. It may not like that. Okay, I've decided I'm going to add a magnet to keep this closed. So this is the flip page right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the magnet to here and here. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm going to put a post-it note in between the 2 magnets because I don't want them to keep pulling each other off. Okay. These are the basic gray. It doesn't say on the price tag, but the basic gray magnets. The small, super strong. And normally I would take a glue dot and put it on each side, but I ran out of glue dots. I have ordered me some, but until they come in, I'm just going to use some of this sequin tape. I'm just going to cut me a bit off. And, whoa. And stick it down to each side. That way it should be secure. How many times are you going to do that? Okay. So I'm going to throw it on the floor. Then I'm going to take the tape off of one piece. And I'm going to add it to the, whoops. I'm going to add it to, I don't even care if it's in the middle. I don't think it really matters. I'll try to get it in the middle. I just need to make sure that I can make sure it'll make contact there. And hopefully it'll make contact through a couple more sheets of cardstock. I guess we'll find out before too long. So I'm going to press it down that way. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, it didn't hold it as good as I want it to. Oh, yeah, it's holding. I just need to, excuse me. I just need to put one that'll hold it down here. So I probably should have put it here instead of there. But either way, you get the, I'm going to go ahead and do it or I'll forget. So, mistake made, that's okay. I wonder if that taking off that matters. Yeah, I need to do some more. Okay, I added the second set of magnets and that made me happy. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. And then when I cover them with cardstock, it'll still be magnetized in between there. So let's see, I took care of that problem. And now I wanted to turn this on the back side and show you guys. Let me move my magnets out of the way before they get attached to something else. How to use these. This is page 24 and 25. There we go, I got stripes again. I just was all over the place with this one. So you've got two choices. You can either have them meet up like this or have them meet up like this. I think I'm going to go like this. So these flaps, these two flaps, the shorter flaps I'm going to cut off. Or no, I'm sorry. The shorter flaps I'm going to leave and the longer flaps I'm going to cut off. So I'm going to trim these out real quick and I will be back. Okay, I got them both cut out, both inked up, both scored, and they're going to go on this back side here. They're going to go on here like that. So I want to, they're going to be folded this way. So I want to put tape along these two edges here, and then I've got like a helpful trick for you. An easy way to get this on here lined up pretty good. In my instruction manual or my helper manual, or I don't know, I feel like it's not just an instruction manual, I feel like it's something else. I feel like it's like a workstation all by itself. I gotta find that page. Okay, I have stuck some post-it note tape here with the pages, because what I'm gonna do, I may not need both pieces, but what I wanna do is I want to line this up just perfect and then hold it together with the posted tape. So that way, when I add it to my page, here it is right there, it will be exactly where it needs. Let me move this insert. It will be exactly where it needs to be. Just like that. They will match up perfectly in the center, and they will be perfect on each side. So, let's do one side at a time. Take the tape off. And the glue stick. So then you still want to go ahead and line it back up again. Get your spacing just the way you want it. And then press it down. And then flip it open. Put your glue on there. And then flip it over and press it down. Just like that. So now you can remove your posted tape, and no harm, no foul, and it's perfect. Just like that. And then you want to stick it right back into your book. That way you've always got it for that exact same purpose. You don't have to go searching for another piece of Post-it tape. Okay, so that's simple, right? I think so. It looks pretty good, right? I think it's pretty cool. And look, the stripes match up. Okay, so let's stop there with the construction part, and let's add it to the book. Okay, so like I told you, this is the spine right there. And then here's the book that I've already got put together and ready to go. I used the 1/2 inch spine, and I'll have to do another video on how I did that, how I did the spine. I'll have to do a couple videos probably. Whoops, got stuff fall. I'm gonna have to use Debbie's trick and put something down here, keep them from falling out. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tape off of one side. Maybe I'll do this side, and just do one side at a time. I'm going to use my glue again too, because remember I told you this paper is a little soft for me, because if this cardstock, if it latches on, that tape latches on, then it's probably not going to let go of the paper. It can be done, it can be separated, but you'll bring paper with you. Alright, so since I don't have any, I should have left that Post-it tape there so it won't flop open. If you don't have any direction, then it's no big deal. But since I know this is up, I know I need to have it this way. So what I'm going to do is carefully slide that flap into, into the side pocket there. Well, I'm going to give myself a little bit of breathing room. Just right there. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to reach in there with my knife and get that other piece of tape. Whoa. And I'm going to smoosh it down. And there we go. We now have that signature, or that page attached to the book. See, there it is right there. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to attach the cover. So let me gather that together and I'll be back. Okay, so I've already got my cover already cut out and pre-cut, pre-covered. I just took my template and laid it on some chipboard, traced it out, cut it out, and then I wrapped the edges with the solid cardstock. And then I added a mat on the inside. And I made sure that it looked better on this side because I'm going to be putting a pocket right here, so it's not going to matter if it's a little off or not. Okay, and so here is my pocket that I'm going to put right here to attach my book to the cover. So first, it looks like I need to ink the edges a little bit. And since this is page number 5, I ended up cutting off both long pieces. So I left the 2 short flaps and cut off both of the long pieces. So we're going to do one at a time. I'm going to remove the tape here. Run my glue. Best tip ever. Okay. And I'm going to hold that corner. I'm going to match them up. Just perfect. And then I'm going to take the tape off of this side. Do the same thing. This is so fun. I mean, making these scrapbooks have never been so easy. They used to be so much measuring and so much thought, and oh, it just used to drive me crazy. But you know, they were custom orders, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Let me take this off. Okay, so now we've got the hole here where the last flap on the spine piece that's right here is going to attach to. So same thing as we did with this page is we're just going to take one of the tape off. And this is just one way to use the spine piece. There's several different ways, so I'll try to show you as many as I can. Obviously, I'm not really showing you how to do the spine right now, but I'm hoping in a video I'll be able to show you all that different stuff. I just wanted to show you, really just wanted to show you how to kind of start putting it together, you know. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Maybe if no, I need to be able to see this way. I'm going to go upside down. And I'm going to flatten that out a little bit. Just like that. I'm just going to slide the cover pocket right over top of it. Now I wish I'd have pulled off the tape on the other side. Oh well. Carefully. Okay. Then I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to grab that other piece of tape. Come on. Oh, look, it came out. That's how good that glue is. Oh, there we go. There we go. It gave me a minute. That's so awesome. Now I'm going to press it down. So now my cover, my front cover, is now attached to the rest of my book. See that? How many pages? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pages and front and back covers. So now I think I'm going to, since the spine is so loosey-goosey, I'm going to make a chipboard piece to go here, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me gather some stuff for that and I'll be back. Okay, so basically what I did is I cut a piece of chipboard. Oops, I probably should have took the tags out. To fit right here in this spot. And I covered this end and that end with the same color pink cardstock because you'll be able to see that. But I'm going to take another piece of the pattern paper and I'm going to wrap it around the spine this way and this way. So that's why I did what I did here. And I just also wanted to say too that, sticking this up over here. I added the score tape to both sides. I just went ahead and did it off camera. So I'm going to take all that off. And then we're going to attach it to our book. So now I'm going to go ahead and add glue so that I have time to move it around if I need to. Okay. So I think I'm just going to have it standing upright. Well, that silly tag keeps falling out. Oh, maybe not. It doesn't look like it's all that flat. Well, I want to make sure I have even contact. Alright, I'm just going to keep it flat this way. And I'm going to very carefully attach this. Now, I left gaps, big enough gaps for movement. And you're not going to see it anyway, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Right now, I think that's pretty good. Whoop. I just love that glue. It's made me so happy. The glue stick trick. Oh, maybe too happy. Try it like that. There we go. Now we can get some pressure in there. I'm going to run my bone folder in between here so that it will make contact. I'm a little off center, but I'm not going to stress about it. Now it looks like I'm going to need to give that some time to dry, for crying out loud. Okay, I think I figured out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to cover the spine. I found a piece of coordinating cardstock that I like, and I'm going to just wrap it around there. And then I thought, for extra interest, remember this? I showed you this in the intro video. This is where I house all of my 3.5 by 12 and 1-inch cut off pieces to make sure, and all the scraps and stuff to make sure they don't get lost with all the different scrapbooks that I'm working on. I thought I would take one of these 3.5 by 12-inch pieces and use it as well. I think what I'll do is I'll cut it down to size. So I'm pretty sure I remember what I just did. And I need to put that back in my folder. And then I think I'm going to cut it in half. So if it's 3.5, so 1 3/4, I guess. And so I think I'm going to end up doing this. I'm pretty sure my spine is attached to my chipboard's attached to my spine. I think I'm going to do this like that. And I think I'm going to rip these two edges just for some interest. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I think I'm going to do it last because I'm not going to ink the edges of these. Okay. So what I think I need to do is, I hope this works. First of all, I'm going to take some score tape. This is 3/8 inch score tape that I happen to have. And I'm going to run a piece along this edge here. Messages. And I'm going to flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. I need to figure out which ones. Okay, this is the front. Okay. So, let's see. I think I'm going to start by taking off all this tape on this side here. I'm going to add a little glue, not as much as I did the first time. Good grief. Alright, since this is not really directional, you haven't really seen this paper line yet, but it's got all these pretty grays and pinks and greens and blues, and it's just really, 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 really pretty. That's why I picked the gray. I'll try to get it matched up pretty good. And now I'm just going to press it down. And hope I did a good job. Pretty, not too bad. I might have to trim off a little bit over here, but I won't do that. I won't show you that right now. Okay, so then I'm thinking that's going to go here, right? But I want to tear this first. Like that, and then that's gonna go there. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And I'm gonna tear this one. This time I'm gonna run just a bead of glue. This is Fabri-Tac by Beacon. I'm gonna run a bead of glue this way this time instead of tape. And before I glue that piece down, I'm going to kind of get it situated where I want it. Like that. I like it. Me likey, me likey, me likey. And I'm gonna have to add a little bit more glue, I think, to this. Maybe not all the way to the edge. Maybe I'll tuck some stuff in there. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, I'm going to flip it over to the back side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I think the cover turned out really pretty. I'm going to add all kinds of really cool stuff. Maybe let me prep it a little bit. Okay, let's see if it worked. I think it did. I think it did. Woohoo! All right. So then the next step will be to add all of the pretty pattern paper to all of this. So I think what we'll do, we'll call it a day for this video, and then the next video I will put all the mats and stuff on here. I'll show you how I did that. So if you like my new printable and if this was easy to follow, then give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already. All the links will be in the description box below. The introduction to the Ultimate DIY Scrapbook, it will be in the description box below. And I will see you next time.